This episode is sponsored by Long Beach Transit. Skip the campus parking stress this semester, because with a Go Beach Pass in your pocket, busing is easy. Get yours today by visiting ridelbt.com/CSULB. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 6 of T-Dub, where everyone's a sports expert.
The podcast that makes you care about sports.
We're an original podcast created and produced by Long Beach State's student-run newspaper, The Daily 49er. I'm Naoki.
I'm Maddie G.
And Maddie, we've finally done this. We've done something unprecedented on this show.
I don't know how many episodes we've recorded, but we've talked to athletes since the very first week and never got a single one to respond back and come on. So
yeah, this is
happened.
Huge. This is huge. I'm going to be very cringe for a second. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest episode so far. Whoa. We got 4 people on this desk today.
These were written like 10 seconds before leaving the newsroom today.
Please don't leave. But sitting from us across the table are the twins of women's golf who have been absolutely killing it this season, Jasmine and Janae Leovao. So would you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Janae Leovao. I'm a sophomore here at Long Beach and a business management major.
I'm Jasmine Leovao, also a sophomore and also a business management major.
Was the matching of majors intentional?
Yes.
Yeah. We wanted all the same classes. We have the same exact schedule, too.
Wow.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I was going to ask, is that a twin thing or is it just like, it just makes it easier?
Yeah, we split the work.
Someone does one assignment, the other does the other?
Yeah, we split the questions and then tell each other.
I'm thinking secretly only one of you is enrolled into school and they just go to class for each other.
Basically, could do that.
Oh my gosh. So a big reason as to why we have you guys on. Well, first of all, you guys have, like I said, you guys have been doing amazing and you guys deserve the attention that you guys really deserve for the amount of success you guys have been having this season. But this episode was originally pitched by your teammate, Madison Lee, and she wanted us to talk about just how kind of under the radar you guys have been flying this season, but you guys have been on a tear. So just talk about this sort of season that you guys are having right now as in women's golf.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool to make some noise for women's golf because it, as you said, it is a little under the radar, women's sports in general, but especially golf because it's a men's sport. And we have been making noise, though, and winning some tournaments in a row and setting records, which is super cool with our team.
I'm really proud of how much of an impact we've made since we've gotten here. I know that before we started coming here and playing for the team, their ranking, I think, was 120, but now we're 60 around.
We're 69th right now.
Yeah, nice.
Whoa. Nice.
But yeah, to be able to move that many spots in really good competition, I think says a lot about what we've done for this program, and just really proud of, especially last fall, every tournament we kept setting record after record and breaking our own records, and we ended up breaking 11 school records in one season.
Whoa.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, I remember just with women's golf not getting as much coverage. We did end up writing a story, I think, when you won the Big West, and we had the interview set up, and it was just record after record. I mean, you set the freshman records, right? So just how do you kind of lead from there and then keep going, especially if golf is a sport where each week is so much harder than the last?
Yeah, it's really hard. I think you just have to be patient and understand that golf is golf, and it's not linear, and it's going to get hard and you're going to get good and then you're going to get bad. So you just have to keep working hard, and then eventually it'll all pay off, and the past doesn't define you, whether it was bad or whether it was good. So just continuing to push yourself and move forward is what keeps me going, and regardless of what happened in the past.
What would you guys say so far through your career is your favorite golf memory?
I think for me, the last tournament of the fall in Vegas, when we won as a team, was really special because in the first time of women's golf history, we won back-to-back tournaments in the fall. So that was really cool to experience. And that was just where we set so many records in a row. We beat our previous record, and then we beat it the next day. and that was super cool to experience.
Yeah, in that tournament too, the first day was not good at all for me. My score didn't end up counting, and I guess I got pretty mad because the next day I broke the school record, and now I hold the lowest score for a single round.
Whoa.
So at 8 under par. And it's really yeah, it was really cool. Because I was struggling with putting a lot that day in the first like 4 holes, and then I got to the back 9 and made 7 birdies in 1 9.
Whoa.
And shot a 29, which is insane.
Dang.
Yeah.
This guy loves his birdies.
I do actually. I take a lot of bird photography. It's a lot of fun.
This man loves his
I
birdies.
mean, I'm
Birdies,
sure there's a lot of birds
eagles,
on courses.
Albatross.
Mm-hmm.
Albatross, eagle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of bird references in golf,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. We love our Eagles here, don't we? Well, I do.
Fly,
Eagles, fly. Come on.
Philly.
Philly.
But I mean, we talked about exposure in general, but in the limited research I was able to find on YouTube, just like through the private Instagrams, the Wishbone Brawl, you both were on the actual flyer next to PGA player Xander. I don't know how to pronounce-
Schauffele.
Yes.
Mhm.
Just what's that kind of like, and what was that tournament like?
That was like the coolest experience of my life.
Mhm.
It was an experience that not anyone can like say they've experienced before. I mean, only pros get to play that event, but they chose not only like amateurs in general, but college golfers, women college golfers, and but it was super cool because that was our home course, and to be able to represent our home city is super special. And it was so nerve-wracking though, but I think we played really well under pressure. And even though there was like 1,000 people watching us, that was like the first time over like 10 people has watched us.
Yeah.
So that was really different, but I think
Dang.
we handled the pressure really well, and it was a really good learning experience.
Yeah, I remember we were in our dorms and our dad gave us a call and said, "How would you guys feel if you played in the Wishbone?" And we both were in shock and wanted to say no. Like,
Oh, you want
we both didn't want to play because it's just for pros and they're all so good and we know how many people watch. But looking back, it was so fun. My favorite part was how many little kids came up to us and asked us to sign their hats and golf balls. It was so cute. It was every hole someone would ask us, and just, yeah, how much of an impact, like seeing how much of an impact we've made, because those kids would come up and their parents would come up to us and tell us how inspiring and how great we're doing. So
Wow.
that was really fun.
Dude.
I think that meant more than playing with pros
Right.
to me, but it was just such an insane experience.
Dude, I think we bit off a bit more than we could chew. This is just student athletes. We got celebrities on here, bro.
Yeah, how does an opportunity like that really present itself? Because, like, I mean, collegiate sports are interesting. And then I know technically golf players can eventually get on the tour while still in college, right? Is that correct? If you, like,
no, when you turn
qualify?
pro, you can't be in college.
No,
but you can play an
Oh,
event as an
mhm.
amateur.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Just
So-
declaring for the draft.
Yeah, how does, like, the Wishbone Brawl then come together? Is it, like, something to do with NIL, or could you just play with
We've
it?
been a part of the Wishbone Brawl for, I think, since it started,
Mhm.
since that's our home course. And so in the beginning of the Wishbone, we would be like scorekeepers, and then the next year we'd be like sign bearers, and then I caddied for Xander Schauffele and also Masters winner Mike Weir,
Wow.
and then the next year we worked at the hot dog stand with our brother.
Whoa. we love our Franks here.
We'll circle back to that.
We'll circle back to that.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get to watch the Wishbone that time. But and then I don't know how we went from working the hot dog stand to playing in the Wishbone.
Bro.
Like, that's so funny. I'm laughing because like how many people saw us like cooking hot dogs and then they just see us the next year playing. Like, who are they?
Who are these people? Talk about kind of where this all started. How did golf kind of start becoming a thing that you guys actively wanted to do?
Yeah, we played a lot of different sports before golf. We played basketball and tennis, but did not like those because they involve running.
Hate
Okay.
running.
Yeah, I do not like running. And yeah, our dad just wanted to get us in any sports. And he played golf the entire time. He's been playing a lot of his life. And he just randomly decided to bring us to a putting green and then said we were naturals. And
What?
then since it didn't involve running, it was better for us.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I think we stuck to it because it's just really fun to see like, or all the people you meet and like the places it takes you is like why golf is elite in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been able to experience so many cool things through programs that we've been a part of and grew up with, and just so cool what we've done.
You are just sophomores, right? But like, is there still aspirations as far as what's next after collegiate golf? Like, do you think of the LPGA future?
Yeah, our main goal is to play for the LPGA after college.
Whoa.
It's going to take a lot of work, but I
Ooh.
think we'll just join Q school after 4 years of college and see where that takes us.
Well, you mentioned golf is elite, so can we settle this debate that's been happening on all sports internet? Is golf the hardest sport to play?
I think people definitely don't give it enough credit. I know a lot of people say that golf is easy and you're just like hitting a ball with a stick, but like, sure, you can do that, but I don't think you can get par.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So,
There's just so much to take into consideration when you golf. Like, you have to consider the weather, like how the green slopes, like you're reading the floor,
Whoa.
like which way that breaks. And there's just so much to it.
yeah, even though it's not like that physically demanding, but it's still exhausting. It's definitely up there, I think, with the hardest sports. I don't want to like put it in front of other sports because I know a lot of sports are really hard, especially because I hate running.
Mm.
But yeah,
Fair.
I just don't think people give it enough credit.
I'm happy to hear that take. I
Yeah.
took a lot of abuse in my younger ages for arguing golf was the hardest sport. I have since switched a little bit. I think baseball could be there, but there's no way, like, even the physical demand differences, that golf isn't the hard sport. You look at pro golfers, they're shooting over par at tournaments. You could go, like, years without winning a tournament and then
Yeah.
win a Masters. So it's just, like, so inconsistent, and you have to
Yeah.
be on top of your game constantly to be good.
True.
I mean, what? Ricky Fowler's never won, like, stuff.
Not in a while.
Yeah,
I think.
Rory
Yeah.
McIlroy.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's tough.
How do you like kind of get out of a slump if you
Oh.
kind of like struggle for a whole tournament or through a couple holes? Like, how do you get out of that slump?
I think you just have to trust your process and know that if you're doing the right things constantly, then the results will show in time. So just sticking to your process and knowing that everyone has bad days is really crucial to keep in mind.
Yeah, not letting bad days like affect your self-belief
Mhm.
and just keep working hard and keep pushing, and then it'll eventually pay off.
Well, you mentioned you guys worked at a hot dog stand from one of these Wishbone Brawls. We're also big hot dog connoisseurs. We
Yeah.
wish we could have been there to have like a hot dog like put together by, some future golf greats. But for now, we'll kind of have to say what we got. Maddie, what do you got for us on this very special edition of Frank Break today?
So I'll start it off with the Thunderbird hot dog. I
Okay.
mean, it's made on a golf course, kind of what you guys are doing, but it was at the WM Phoenix. I guess that's kind of what it's well known for, is the Thunderbird hot dog, as well as a rowdy golf tournament, I know, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But they're served by a small army of Thunderbirds, and then they donate every cent to charity, resulting in about $30,000 each year. And so it comes out to a total of 6,300 hot dogs that are sold each weekend at that tournament. And the specialty of the hot dog is it's, instead of boiled in water, it's boiled in 2 bottles of Coors Light and then bell peppers and onions. And I guess it's like the best hot dog. And golf and hot dogs is harder to find about than other sports, but I mean, it's pretty common, I guess, to have a hot dog on the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that what it's called after
Uh-huh.
9, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Would you guys ever go and have a hot dog on a turn?
Yeah, sometimes it hits different. But our brother, he actually works at a hot dog stand at Goat Hill Park, which is where the Wishbone was. So
Maybe-
he works there.
Maybe our calling is actually working as hot dog vendors, not golf players.
Yeah, it's in the blood. But he works there. I think he makes really good hot dogs. So shout
Ooh.
out to them.
But there's a special hot dog order.
Yeah, so since our brother works at Go Hill and makes hot dogs, we get free hot dogs whenever we want. And recently I've been liking, so you have the hot dog and then he puts grilled onions on it. And then you put the crunchy onions, like the fried onions. And then you put regular onions.
So 3 layers of onions. Okay.
Whoa.
And then a pickle on the side. They're
Oh!
pickles.
That's a big reference for
Yes.
us.
It's a big reference for us.
The pickle, they're so good.
I think my order would just be just the hot dog with extra grilled onions.
Ooh.
Just a lot of grilled onions.
Ooh.
And then a lot of pickles on the side.
Yeah.
Dude, we might have to have you guys on for the Last Supper at this point,
Sometimes,
bro.
yeah, sometimes we don't even get like a hot dog. We just eat pickles.
Well, yeah, when we're not hungry, we just get the pickles, and because we also like get it for free because our brother works there, so he
Right.
can't tell us anything, so we just steal pickles.
And then the next one I want to talk about, 9-inning challenge is really famous on our podcast
Yep.
for multitude of reasons, but I'll talk about it more on the golf side. We'll call it 18 apple juices, 18 hot dogs, 18 golf holes. They call it the Happy Gilmore Challenge. Would you ever attempt something similar?
On a real tournament? No.
Not on a tournament. Not on a
No.
tournament day.
That sounds fun though.
What do you? How often do you?
It's once, like,
Every
I guess for this
hole?
would be like once per hole, right?
I would
Oh, that
imagine
seems easy.
A hot dog each hole?
18 hot
Oh,
dogs.
never mind.
Yeah. It'd be like a
If I'm
hot
hungry
dog
enough.
and like, I guess
No.
like a little carton of apple juice, right?
Yeah.
Like per hole.
That'd be really fun to try.
But like, I would think about like hole like 8.
Yeah, never mind. The
You guys
hot
are like
dogs.
inside,
off
maybe,
off
like-
to the rough, like,
Yeah.
like
And then the last one I want to talk about is Ryan Fox. He's a pro golfer. Mid-round recently, he had won a tournament. I forget which tournament it was. The year before, he comes back to the course, eats a hot dog during the turn, mid-round, spills mustard all over his shirt. What do you do if you have a shirt stain?
ooh, on a golf course.
I think the pros probably like they have a lot of clothes. Like they can just
Oh.
get stuff replaced.
Mhm.
But I mean, if that happened to us, you just deal with it.
Yeah, definitely just deal
That's just
with it.
embarrassing.
Get that-
I've done that, or like I've spilled like ranch on myself on the course before.
Really?
Actually, like it's happened like twice or 3 times.
How common is it to like snack during?
Oh
It's
yeah, it's
really
really
important.
important. We had like a nutritionist talk to us, and you have to eat, or like the goal is to eat like every
Like 2-3 holes.
3 holes. Just keep like
the
carbs,
energy
keep the
levels
energy.
Oh,
Yeah,
because a whole 18 game is what, like 3 or 4 hours?
It's like
Yeah, it's
4 or 5 hours.
4,
Actually,
5.
like
It's like
Well,
5-6 hours.
Yeah, because you have to wait, right, for the other
Yeah.
pros
Yeah.
too.
And
got-
college golf is pretty slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 36 holes is which is our next tournament. We're playing 36. It's like 11 hours.
36?
Straight.
Wait, you play 18 and then 18 again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
back
break.
to back.
That's got to be illegal. That
It
has to be.
seems
it's-
illegal.
That has to be some sort of like human rights violation or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, we're literally like slaving away.
try
Like
the
it's so
innings-
hard.
Try the innings challenge on that game. 36 hot dogs,
36.
36
No.
things of apple.
Is that
Yeah,
like the
we're, like-
tournament you look forward to the least?
Well,
30
there's multiple with 36
Yeah,
holes.
this
It's like
one-
pretty common.
I think this. How many
No.
tournaments do we have? I think most
We
of
have
them
4
are
more.
36.
I think the only one that isn't 36 is
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, we just want more days in Hawaii. That's why.
Oh.
But yeah, and then we have to play 18 holes the day after 36.
That's crazy.
What's the most holes you could like willingly play in a day?
There's a
Whoa.
like 108 hole challenge at Go Hill because it's like a shorter course, and we've caddied for it. You've caddied like 72 holes.
No, I've done like 90
Oh,
holes.
I think I did 72 holes.
Dang.
Yeah, you wake up at like 5 and you
And
finish.
finish at dark.
So they take
way.
like only a couple clubs, and there's like the course is closed, and
They
yeah.
just speed run it.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's
Every-
gotta be
yeah.
illegal.
When I played golf, it would be like the worst experience ever because I went to a driving range last week and I think I was averaging 20, 30 yards maybe. It was-
Really?
yeah,
I
it was
mean,
so
golf's
bad.
really hard.
Yeah.
Like especially to start. Like you can't be natural really when you
Mhm.
start.
That's like a Le Mans, like like the F1 race. It's like the 24-hour like.
Oh, they
F1
made a movie
race.
about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
Like but those ones you like switch out like a driver every couple hours. If you're just like one dude on a golf course just playing 108 holes.
Yeah. At least it's not a tournament though. It's like a charity thing.
hmm
Like
You-
they donate for
Mhm.
every like 18 holes or something.
I think
like
so.
that.
Really, you must really care about charity if you're playing 108 holes. I don't know what charity would you play a 108 hole game of golf for?
The Wishbone.
Yeah.
I back it.
Yeah.
We gotta start our own charity, the Frank Break Foundation.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll donate a hot dog we'll donate hot dogs to schools or something.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think that's a good idea either. So we talked about this kind of a little bit pre-recording. You guys are not good at mini golf, which you would think that as golf players, you guys would be like mini golf naturals or just like dominant, just collecting bets left and right in friend groups. But what's the struggle between, or why are they not connected?
I feel like we just expect a lot on mini golf when it's like not the same at all. You have the weirdest looking holes ever and like unrealistic. So there's a lot of luck involved and a lot of the times it's not on our side. But we don't go that often. But yeah, when we do, it's not that good.
But I mean, also the equipment, like, not
Not the same.
up to par.
Oh. Hey, dude, this is one of my favorite episodes. I love this.
Puns are
The
good.
puns are great.
We do have a golf name,
What?
Teed Up.
We do have a golf name.
Nice.
This episode is gonna be called Teed Up, Tees Off, by the way. Like, we have to. You, in the midst of your research,
Yeah.
or lack thereof, as we've mentioned, you found out that you guys have a twin Instagram page. So you want to ask about?
Well, I just wanted to give you the floor to give a shout out to the other account I found, Duke the Frenchie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow Duke the Frenchie. He is the cutest, most handsome, and humble Frenchie out there.
Mhm.
Yes.
There you
Duke
go.
the Frenchie with 3 E's.
You got the next one?
Yeah. I mean, collegiate sports, we haven't had any athletes, but since it happened, just like NIL, are there opportunities for you guys? Like, what would be the dream NIL deal?
Ooh.
I really want an NIL with a company at Goat Hill called Linksole, but they don't make women's golf clothes like they used to.
What the heck? What's going on?
Yeah, their women's brand is like leggings and like comfortable stuff, like yoga stuff, but we don't wear that.
Yeah.
But maybe once they have a women's line, like I want to get sponsored by Linksole. We wear the men's clothes, like all their t-shirts. We get them in a small, and I think they're the most comfortable shirts ever. And I like how minimalistic it is, and so the designs are really cool and the material's good.
Same thing.
Yeah, Linksoul's a really good brand. If they had a women's line, that'd be super cool. But I think it's mostly just for like the wives, the women's.
The wives
Yeah.
of
Wives
pro
of golfers.
Yeah.
Well,
Aw.
you guys would be the pioneers of them getting a women's line.
I feel like you could push for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Show them the rankings boosts.
Whoa. show them your biggest title. Just be like, look,
For real.
come on. Come on. Well, talk to us about this, Jasmine, winning the Big West last year. What was that like for you? What was the process like and winning and everything? What was that like for you?
Yeah, so I think I owe a lot of it to the tournament before. So I was but let's just start at the beginning of spring. I was really struggling, like playing really bad, and then we never grew up with a coach. Like our dad was our golf coach. And then it just got bad, so I needed to finally have a coach. And so we met Brett Lederer, who is the coach at Virginia Country Club, and started working with him, and it was just really good already. Like, I love him. Shout out to him. And so I started getting better and better, like, throughout the tournaments in the spring. And then there was this tournament at Silicon Valley, which is probably, like, the most professional tournament we play. Because there's, like, a pro-am before, and then there's, like, signs and ropes, like,
Wow.
people and spectators. And there's just like really fancy dinners and gatherings, and there's like a guest speaker. It's so and Stanford goes there too. So there's
Wow.
just like such high ranked schools. And then the number one amateur in the world was there too. Her
Wow.
name was Rose Zhang. And the last round I actually beat her. So
Dang.
yeah, so I was just like at an all-time high.
Hold that. Hold that.
She's doing really good.
Yeah.
So I was at an all-time high, and then the next tournament was Big West. And I just called my dad after that tournament, and I was like, I beat the number one amateur in the world. Like, I'm going to win Big West. Like,
Ooh.
no.
Oh, you called your shot.
Yeah, I
Whoa,
literally called
the
it.
shot.
Yeah. And then I shot 66 the first round and was leading, I think, by 4. And then the second round, I did really well in the wind and increased my lead by 3, so 7. And then I just knew like what was at stake the last round, and I was so nervous. Like as a freshman, it was just really nerve-wracking, like being able to have a chance to win the biggest tournament of the year. And I think I did good at like calming down and just reassuring that like everyone's gonna make mistakes at some point. Because I messed up in the beginning and it got to like within 1 stroke of my 7-stroke lead. And but yeah, I ended up coming through and winning by 3. So I think it meant a lot to win as a freshman.
So then, as her sister, what was it like kind of watching her just take over and lock in and win?
Yeah, it was super cool being able to watch her, especially on the last hole of the whole tournament. We all finished before her because the final pairing is like where the leaders are, and she was in that group, so everyone was waiting at that green. And then we just knew that she was in the lead by 3, so she had it like down because she can't mess up that bad.
just don't mess this up.
Yeah, we're still all really nervous, but I was holding like all the water bottles because like a tradition is to like drench the person on the green, like run at them and like throw water bottles and like pour it all over them.
There you go.
So, I mean, we've never like done that before, and just to see her win like the event that we've been preparing the most for was super cool.
Dang.
Even though like I did the worst that week. At least one of us did good.
There you go. You got one more question?
My question got stolen, actually. I was going to talk about the photo with the water drenching. So that's proper golf etiquette, like the way to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
it's like
showers
a
and other sports in the
tradition.
water for
Yeah.
golf.
Even for, like LPGA tournaments, they do it with champagne, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not bad for the grass.
I think the celebration is more important.
They can't use champagne. They're not old enough yet.
Apple juice.
Apple juice or apple cider. Good old fashioned apple cider.
Yes.
If we win an award for this show, we got to do that.
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
And then I do have one actual last question, though. Just kind of like the state of golf. I know golf, as a sport we talked about, doesn't get all the coverage, but right now it's kind of a big timing with like live and just stuff like that. How much do you follow the pro scene and just kind of what's happening there?
I don't really know that much about live, but I think it is really weird to see a split between men or professional golf. I think that they both have such good players, and to see like people move for the money is a little weird, but like kind of understandable. I think that they work really hard for that.
Yeah, I think the problem was that like the PGA wasn't giving them enough money, like what they deserved. So the live was kind of good for the PGA because I know like once the split started happening, like the PGA purses were getting like way higher, which where was that money before? Like
Yeah.
like they just had it.
Mm.
But yeah, I guess it's good for the PGA, but it is weird seeing like not seeing players that you always used to see, and then in the Masters tournament, like a lot of people aren't gonna play in that, so that's unfortunate. Like I think the fans just want to see like somewhere where we can watch the best players in the world like in one spot.
Wow.
And then one last question. Dream hole or dream course? Yeah.
I've already played like a bucket list course called Pebble Beach, and that was really fun. Like I'm really proud that I didn't hit in the water on hole 18, which is such an iconic hole. I striped it every time. But I think I'd love to play Augusta one day.
I think I've also already played my dream hole, which is hole 16 at Cypress Point, one of the most exclusive golf courses in the world. And we had the chance to do this through a program that we grew up with called Pro Kids, and where only a few kids get to play Cypress. And we did a whole Monterey trip there and played other courses, but this is the most insane course I've ever seen. And hole 16 is a par 3 over the water. It's like such a beautiful scenery.
It's like 230 yards.
Yeah, we played it to where we hit driver off the tee.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang. They say soccer is the beautiful game. I'm gonna make the argument right, that golf is the most beautiful
Golf.
game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point, actually.
Yeah,
How do you make like a field that pretty?
There's some good ones
that's true.
carved into mountains, but it's not a golf course.
I guess.
Yeah.
We just
courses
have
are
like
just nature.
nature,
Yeah.
like the ocean.
Everything.
Oh, and another course or a favorite course, one of our top favorite courses is in
Hawaii?
yeah,
Hawaii.
Oahu. Oh no, the Big Island, Hawaii, and it's built on top of lava rocks and by
Whoa.
the ocean, and
Ooh.
like the most pure course I've ever played. So
Dang.
Really
we should
pretty.
go.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the budget for that.
No, we
Can't
don't.
even
So
get ourselves to
expensive.
Henderson, Nevada.
No, it couldn't even sponsor us to get 9 hot dogs for the 9-inning challenge.
No.
We have to pay for everything.
Our brother can ship it here.
That's
true.
right. That's right. To kind of close out the show, we kind of start off at the top that not only are you guys kind of, you guys are kind of like within a class within a class, right? You guys are already kind of playing a sport that's not immensely popular within the more casual population, but you guys are also women. So it's like a class within a class of kind of underappreciated, overlooked athletes. So I kind of want to give you guys this platform now to kind of, I don't want to call it convince, but state the case of why more people should be tuning into women's golf.
I think more people should be watching women's golf, especially the LPGA, because it's a lot more realistic to what golf is. I think that the normal golfer can relate to women's like swing speeds and like tempo more than men golfers, and the men are they're definitely way better. They're insane, and like I think
it's just
that,
unrealistic. Like I
yeah.
think when people like are starting golf, they want to swing as hard as PGA pros, but that's just not.
What happens?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And if you watch LPGA, then you'll learn like tempo is more important.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go. Watch more women's golf or watch the LPGA. And we might start tuning into the LPGA a little bit
My
more.
dad
Yeah.
watches the LPGA.
Word.
Yeah.
That's where I
Nice.
first learned golf.
About the LPGA?
Yeah, just golf in
That's your
general.
dad?
Mm-hmm.
I learned it from Wii Sports. I didn't know what golf
Yeah.
was until I saw it on the game mode. Are you guys good at Wii Sports golf? Like, would you guys say that,
Not
like,
really.
Have not played in a while. I wanna see that again.
2v2?
Maybe I'll be better.
Me and Maddie versus
Yeah.
you two and Wii
I
Sports
think
Yeah, we
it's
golf?
have
fair
to set up
match.
things.
Yeah, we're trying to like make
It's
some
fair.
like video content. We might have to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll have to make that happen.
We have a Wii in the newsroom.
We do have a Wii in the
Nice.
newsroom. We might have to make it happen here.
We should.
But with all that being said, thank you guys for coming on. You guys are the first athletes to ever come on this show. So you guys, wow. English, bro. Some might say you guys are a part of an exclusive club. It just never ends here, bro. This is my favorite episode. But with that being said, I would first like to say thank you to our sponsor, Long Beach Transit. Looking to study abroad this semester? Roll with us and see how chill getting to class can really be. Grab your Go Beach Pass by visiting rideobt.com/CSUOB. I want to thank you guys for joining us for the Season 3, Episode 6 of Teed Up. Thank you to our video editor and producer, Aiden Swanepoel, and our multimedia producer, Al Nicklin. If you want to stay up to date on the latest in Long Beach State sports, check out our website, dilly49er.com, and follow us on socials at dilly49er. Davis, sports editor, this is my call out to you. We need more women's sports, women's golf coverage on our paper. Dang it, if me and Maddie have to go to a game, we'll do it.
I
We
say
gotta-
do the 108.
The 108 ones, the Le Mans of golf.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming. We do this thing when we put out this little heart. I don't know if you guys want to try and do this, but this is a little outro heart. There you go. And we'll catch you guys next week. Let's go!